there's dirt on my hands.
Hello, YouTube Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. Ito, first time ko ulit papapanood. Na-miss ko to. Chills. Diba, subscribe nyo ang Chills. Ito ay 15 scary videos hunting the internet. So, malulupit to. O, kumanda na kayo at napakagaling mag-narrate ito. So, tirahin natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
Number 15. A woman is practicing a presentation while
Ito pala napanood natin sa Pinoy. Pero Pinoy kasi to eh. Pero proud ako kasi pagka na-ipipicture yung mga Pinoy dito. Diba? Proud ako
her friend films, but they both become distracted by the poltergeist in the room. TikToker Real Scary Video shares this footage.
1, 2, 3, go. Okay na? Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, verified the client's... Now that I have introduced myself to the patient, explain the procedure.
First, the light flickers.
Verify the client's identity and provide...
Ano ito?
Sige pa din, sige na.
Then
Nag-aano yung ano? Hoy, nag-aano yung ilaw.
something disturbs the closet.
Now that I have introduced myself to the patient...
While we can't see what made the noise, I'm pretty sure whatever it was lost its patience. Talk about a non-supportive ghost.
Ano ito?
Sige pa din, sige na. 1, 2, 3, go. Now that I have introduced myself to the patient,
Nawala na siya. Oh. Yung ano, yung pag-flick, yung pag-flick ng ano, ng pag-flick ng ilaw. Yung pag-flick ng ilaw, hindi kayang pikiin yun eh. Diba? Kasi kung papatayin mo yun, papatay-patay, hindi yung magpi-flick, hindi na pepeke yung flick na yun eh. Diba? Game.
Number 14. A paranormal photo from Gary, Indiana seems to have caught something strange on camera. The silhouette of a ghostly figure that seems intent on burning down the house that it's been caught in for years.
Parang ano, bungo na yung ano, tinan nyo, parang bungo na.
Even the comments seem ominous, with one person simply writing, I live right next to Gary, Indiana, and this isn't the first time something paranormal happened in that town. Almost like they're talking from experience. When somebody wants to know more stories, they never get a response. Almost like the person has already said too much stuff that outsiders were not supposed to hear. Number 13. You're not the only one waiting for eternity at the DMV. Some have been waiting so long, they've passed away from boredom, literally. Shared by YouTuber El Gap Terror, this scary video is trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. The video's original source is unknown. This man may not be waiting at the DMV, but what he captures on camera in a waiting room is strange and unexplained. According to the video, he is waiting for his sister at school when he decides to take a random video.
Di niya anino yun.
A dark, semi-transparent figure appears right in front of the man recording the footage. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
How can you explain this?
You know?
Is the camera's refocusing causing a momentary figure to appear? Or is someone here waiting for their demise? Personally, I wouldn't wait around with it to find out.
Creepy yan.
Number 12. Exploring an abandoned apartment building has gone wrong for these ghost hunters in Bangladesh.
ফ্ল্যাট এটা কিচেন, এটা আরেকটা রুম, এইটার হচ্ছে বড় রুম আছে আরো। আমরা এখন
In the corner of the room stands
Ba't gano'n, kinikilabutan ako pag may nakikita ako nakatayong ganyan. Kasi pag nag-explore ako or nagbumukbang ako, lalo pag mag-isa, parang laging ganyan na i-imagine ko yung nakatayong babae na mahaba ang buhok.
a figure with long black hair over its eyes that sends them running out of the building. It's freaky, but it looks more like somebody wearing a store-bought costume than a ghost sighting. It's creepy, but I'm not quite convinced that it's a real apparition. Are you?
Oh, kahit sabihin mong fake yun, nakakilabot pa rin eh. Nakakilabot pa rin.
Number 11.
Number 11.
Kelsey Davies goes exploring an eerie lake in the woods. A strange place that's claimed too many lives not to be haunted. People are getting trapped under the ice here and never coming back. She wants to communicate with their spirits to learn more. It isn't long until they've caught some bizarre paranormal activity on camera for us to analyze.
It doesn't look too deep, but you could totally get trapped under the ice, you know?
Near the lake, they encounter a revolting smell that makes Kelsey cover her nose. Evil spirits are said to sometimes secrete bad odors if they come nearby, which is why I think it's no coincidence when this happens next.
Oh, what's up?
I heard that one.
A twig snaps underfoot,
Oh, what's up?
and as they huddle close, all eyes looking in the direction where the lake is, a sweeping shadow passes in front of the camera, followed by scary sounds coming from the woods near the lake.
Ang dilim, no?
That sounded like a scream.
Yeah, in the distance.
Yeah.
Was this forest scream the same sound someone once made as they fell through the ice? A final surprise noise they are now doomed to repeat as a ghost. And as they strain their ears in the darkness, more ghost EVPs are caught on camera.
Bet there's some.
Jade.
There's like laughing. You hear that?
Yeah.
Shortly after, they hear a voice whisper. The camera blurs like a ghost is standing between them.
Sounds like what's up there?
Between
Ba't gano'n
them.
magsalita
Sounds
yun?
like what's up there?
No? Ba't gano'n yun? Ang creepy ng boses ng babae.
Do you want to just whisper?
Ay, bulong!
Even though it's never had a problem focusing up until this point in the video, this keeps happening for a full minute and then stops. I'm guessing when the spirit finally walks away. As they go exploring the haunted lake, their paranormal sixth sense is confirmed by extremely bizarre camera malfunctions that are too strange to be a coincidence.
Do you want to try the necrophonic app over here?
Oh,
Whoa, my camera's like super blurry.
it smelled really bad with that.
Blaring nga, oh.
Wait, what?
I had a whiff of something really bad.
Kelsey's camera goes out of focus at the same time her friend smells a rotting stench walk by, and when it goes away the camera comes back into focus on its own. Her friend isn't even looking at the camera, so there's no way she could have known to say that. When they discover a discarded pair of sandals nearby, it becomes a clear possibility that they are being led to
Pinoy yan, Pinoy. Piling ko Pinoy.
the site of someone's demise.
Pinoy yung may-ari ng tsinelas.
Look,
Spartan yun eh.
they're just flip-flops.
And as they get freaked out and walk back to their car, it seems as if the party of three has grown one larger.
Hopefully.
Oh my
What was
God.
that? Was that you? What the was that?
Number
Ang dilim naman kasi.
10.
Pero dami nila lagi, no? Oo. Kung solo yan, mas creepy yun.
When you find a suitcase with a pentagram inside, you should probably let it be. Published by Paranormal Points in February of 2022. While looking at this mysterious collection, Maxim doesn't realize he's standing alongside evil.
Убьет. Друзья, не ошибаюсь. Это же вроде пентаграмма.
Pentagrama.
Soon, the door closes at the end of the hall, and he can't open it.
Ах, черт. Я почему-то не могу ее сейчас открыть.
After he lights the pentagram, things only get stranger from there. When he asks who's there, this is the response.
Кто здесь?
And soon the demon isn't answering any more questions.
Creepy.
What is in this basement with Maxim? And will it let him out?
Creepy ng boses, no?
Number 9. A YouTuber named Hello Ryan Holmes lives in a house that you and I want no part of. Scary noises have become part of a daily ritual stemming from paranormal activity, or so he suspects. So when it happens again, Ryan grabs a camera to see if he can catch a ghost on video.
Did you just see that? I definitely just heard somebody run up the stairs.
Ryan thinks he hears creeping noises of a ghost running up the stairs. Ghost or not, he is definitely not alone. Camera in hand, Ryan gets no further than the kitchen before he realizes.
What the f?
Oh my god, nakabukas lahat
All
ng
of the
drawer.
cabinets have mysteriously opened on their own, and when he goes to close them,
Why the f is everything open? What the f?
Nabukas ulit yan.
What the f?
he turns around only to find that the ghost has moved every object in his kitchen back to where it was. It looks normal at first, but I think there is an editing cut here at 2 minutes when he briefly zooms into the cabinet for no reason at all. He could have stopped recording, moved all of the objects, and then started recording again to make it seem like it was all done in one take.
Pero ang creepy nun, pagpasok mo sa kusina, lahat ng drawer. For example, dito, pagka nandito ako, lahat ng drawer nang nandito, nakabukas, no? Ang creepy nun, boy.
Number 8. You may think you're alone, but are you really? Posted to TikTok by Tayasha, this one is bound to give you the heebie-jeebies. On what looks to be a stormy night, the TikToker is walking around an abandoned building when she spots this in the window. The dark-haired figure appears ghoulish, staring out at the passerby. What do you think this mystery figure wants, and who is it waiting for? This has either got to be the paranormal or a very elaborate hoax.
Babae na
There's
naman.
simply no in-between.
Babae na naman yun, nakaputi.
Number 7. Sensitive sensor lights can sense stuff invisible to the human eye. At least this one can. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by Spread the Words, the Redditor shares that strange things have been occurring in his grandmother's house. One of these strange things involve orbs that seem to trigger the hallway sensor lights. This happened on more than one occasion. The short clip does show an orb rising into view, and instantly the hallway light turns on. Is this a paranormal event or merely a coincidence? Believers in the paranormal commonly think orbs are light energy that is somehow linked to the spirit world.
May orb nga, may
Skeptics
orb.
believe they're just air particles, dust, water, or other types of photography backscatter. But how do you explain dust triggering a light sensor? While there are plenty of skeptics in the comments saying this orb is just dust, others are prone to think otherwise. How would dust turn on a light? A Narrow369 writes that he would assume it was dust if the motion light wasn't triggered by it, but every time the orb appears, the light turns on. Others observe that if the light sensor was sensitive enough to be triggered by dust, wouldn't the light always be on? Whose side are you on?
Hindi naman madidetect ng light yun eh. Yung ano lang, alikabok lang, madidetect ba ng light, ng light yun? Hindi malabo. No? Madidetect ng sensor?
Number
malabo.
6. While sitting around playing video games, little did this guy know he was about to be in one. Published by C. Sano Act in November of 2011, this guy was hanging out in the living room when he heard something from the kitchen. Getting up to check it out, he doesn't seem to see anything of substance, but something of substance knocks him to the floor. He's dragged across the room and out of sight.
Ay, gagi. Eto, hindi ko malaman paano ginagawa. Hinila siya,
Is this ghost hinting that he should get his homework done? Or does this house have a serious poltergeist in residence? It'd be hard to ignore after an incident like this. Number 5. While exploring an old abandoned college, YouTuber Exploring with Melor jumps out of his skin from this paranormal encounter. Let's watch.
Oh, date on it. What's that one say? Ship scope. So, was that 1983?
Wow. Pinto yan. Pinto.
It seems to me like the ghost may not appreciate Melor looking through this album in particular.
Was that 1983?
Would you stick around to pry around some more? I certainly wouldn't. Number 4.
Number 4.
A disturbing shadow is settling over this room. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit, Kenton Bryant Music writes, "My buddy had his motion sensor go off for this. It never goes off unless his dog walks in front of the camera. The only problem? The dog was locked in the bedroom at the time. This was captured on his friend's Wise security camera in February of 2020. The video shows a darkened room with a light source at one end. A dark shadow sweeps into view, covering the light source briefly before disappearing from sight. The strangest part about this is that the shadow seems not to touch the ground. Is it flying?" Redditor Gucci the God says that it could be lights from a passing car, coupled with a low light capture of the camera. But the OP nixes this idea, saying there's no window there and the driveway is private. Some in the comments think this is legit paranormal footage. This
Yung mga ganito, mga legit to eh. Yung mga hindi katulad ganina yung nakatayong babae, solid. Ito yung mga kaluluwang gumaganto. Yan yung mga legit talaga.
really looks like a shadow figure to me. What do you think? Any other explanations?
Number 3.
Number 3. A paranormal investigation channel called Ghosts of Britain think they've met their match while exploring one of the scariest haunted places in their corner of the world. An abandoned house with an unsettling atmosphere and more creepy things in it than you can imagine. On the table, they find creepy pictures left behind by someone young. A family must have lived here. The drawing and the lone meat hook in the corner do not pair well. Somehow I doubt that it was used to hang plants. They lay down a motion detector next to a toy for whoever made the picture to play with.
God.
We want to try and make sense out of this place. We want to know about its history.
It isn't long before someone takes them up on their creepy invitation, and that's when things get really scary even for a team of ghost hunters.
Brianna.
Did you see that? The bear was just pushed over.
Ang linaw nun. Tapos, natumba yung manika.
The bear was just pushed over. Do you know what? People are going to scream fake at this, you know?
They think no one will believe this ghost video is real, but I think it's possible. Their equipment reads out the word Brianna, and then the toy falls over like a paranormal entity trying to pick it up. If it was on a string, then the object should have fallen towards them, but it doesn't. It falls the opposite way. Perhaps the ghost of someone small is still trapped in this abandoned house, or at least that's what the evidence would suggest.
Oh my God.
Number 2. Heather of Heather Hauntings is investigating a place known as the Shadow People Trail, a name that needs no further explanation. They go to the very end of the trail where the most paranormal activity is said to occur.
Ghost radar first, because that one's been working.
Oh yeah, that one's been working really good.
Okay. Whoa, what the that?
Oh, loud.
What the Oh my God, this place is so creepy.
And it isn't long before
Ano kasi ginagawa mo dyan? Ganda-ganda mong babae.
they catch some creepy stuff on camera that leaves them scared.
So, what the people was that?
I don't know. Terror.
Terror?
Yeah, I'm creeped.
Good dog.
The scary noises coming from the woods stop for a while, and Heather's group wonders if the shadow people have left. Watch the ghost radar screen when they ask the shadow people where they went.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, you were all over and now you're just gone.
They leave a camera facing the direction of the noise and walk away. The camera starts to move on its own even though it is on a well-balanced tripod. Some shadows move in front of the camera at 14 minutes and 45 seconds, and then the camera falls over. They've caught enough paranormal evidence on camera to convince me that this forest is as haunted and scary as the legends say. Would you stick around here? I've seen
Creepy.
enough horror movies to know that it's best to get out before it's too late. What's interesting about this image is the scary figure it showcases. I'll be seeing this in my nightmares tonight. This image is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist. So, what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect? Let me know down in the comments.
Creepy.
Got a challenge for you. 5 seconds. What I look like that one. Some poltergeists
Yan
are
ang
gentle,
nakakatakot.
others are vicious. Published by Find Ghost in November of 2021, the uploader of this video writes, "Imagine coming home to this." Security footage captures a large and heavy-looking sofa flip forward onto its face unexpectedly.
Luma
A
yung
moment
video,
later, a piece of glass is catapulted from a display in the corner. The glass launches across the room and hits a wall. Then something seems to be horseplaying with the camera itself. It is rolled around onto the floor, while yet another object appears to be on its way to falling over on it. The scary video cuts out before the object does, but I wonder what else this family came home to.
Legit yung video na yun. Oh, legit yun. Yung sa sopa.
Saan man ang tema, siya ang laging kasama. May nakakatakot, may kena at saya. May mukbang pa, nabusog ang mata. Lahat ay nagagawa, tabang na nagpupunta. Saan bang paling ng lugar na pumunta? Tsak na malilibang si Boss Rino yan. Yeah. Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Halika na kay Boss Rino. Sobrang bibi ang kulit kanyang reaction video. Halika na kay Boss Rino, Boss Rino. Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Halika na kay Boss Rino. Lakasan ang loob, mag-ghosan tayo. Yeah. Papasukin na libig ako, nakakabagot. Yo, let's go, aalisin na yung takot. Kahit may dala tong matindi na thrill. Isip at diwa ay ma-extreme. Si Boss Rino malbaliwa, adventure duck. Si Tracy lang yagan, dahil mapapanak. Investigado day, malamig na sobrang cute. Di ka tatantanan, mga ghost nilulusot. Bawat paligid sa video sisingit, mapapajams ka nila mundo'y titigil. Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Halika na kay Boss Rino. So rumibi ang kulit kanyang reaction video. Halika na kay Boss Rino, Boss Rino. Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Halika na kay Boss Rino. Lakasan ang loob, mag-ghosan tayo. Halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Halika na kay Boss Rino. Sobrang bibi ang kulit kanyang reaction video. Halika na kay Boss Rino, Boss Rino. halika tayo na kay Boss Rino. Lakasan ang loob, mag-go-ghosan tayo.